these individuals to stand at this time and be recognized. I would now like to invite Wes Bailey, an enlisted member of the Army National Guard, to the podium so that he can lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be followed by the National Anthem. Please rise as Wes leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening and welcome to the commencement for the Shelbyville High School class of 2025. Before I begin tonight, please allow me to introduce the individuals who are seated on the stage behind me. First, the members of the Shelbyville Central School Board. President, Mr. Mike Turner. Vice President, Mr. David Finkel. Secretary, Dr. Catherine Geringer. And board members, Mrs. Amanda Button, Mr. Dennis Byrne, and Mrs. Andrea Lee. Assistant Superintendent. Additionally, I would like to thank the numerous staff members of Shelbyville High School who have joined us this evening. We have many members of our staff here volunteering their time and supporting our students. Thank you all for joining us. The graduates that sit before us this evening are to be recognized for their hard work, determination, and commitment to improving the world around them. These students have truly set the bar high for future classes at SHS. They have exemplified a work ethic and leadership through their coursework, extracurricular activities, and everything in between. Graduates, I'm going to take a minute to talk to you for a second, though, and I touched on this at graduation practice today. 17 years ago this week, I wasn't preparing for a graduation ceremony, but instead my own wedding. And I was working as a young teacher, and one of the teachers down the hall from me gave me a piece of advice that I carried with me throughout my life. That teacher told me to take a moment when I was up at the altar to take a deep breath and look out at everyone in the crowd. She reminded me that in that moment, everyone would be there celebrating both my husband and me. Regardless of all the stress and all the work of planning a wedding, it was now time to relax and enjoy that moment. Graduates, you have been going a million miles an hour this year. You've been doing everything this month to plan for finals. You've been planning your graduation party. You've been attending award ceremonies. You've been getting ready for college or the workforce. workforce, and so on. So right now, I want you to do something. I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to look around at your friends, at your family members in the crowd. And I want you to enjoy this moment, because you're never going to have this moment again. I hope that you take this advice as you continue throughout life. As you go through big life events, remember to stay in the moment, enjoy it, and carry a grateful heart. Congratulations to the class of 2025. You've left an unforgettable mark on our school, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. Thank you for all of your accomplishments and contributions to our building. I would now like to introduce our Student Council President, Karina Calderon, to recognize those seniors who have achieved academic excellence.
Thank you. Here are a few statistics and special recognitions about the class of 2025. Over 71% of our graduates will be extending their education beyond high school through higher education and military service. 128 seniors were recognized for their accomplishments at our Senior Awards program. Along with these numerous academic awards bestowed upon these 128 seniors, our seniors also earned over $4.6 million in scholarship money. There was one commended student in the National Merit Scholarship Program, which is awarded to students who demonstrate outstanding performance on the PSAT. Advanced Placement Scholar Awards were given to 12 students who scored at least a 3 or higher on 3 or more AP exams taken. We had 3 students receive AP Scholar with Honor Awards. This is given to students who averaged 3.25 on all AP exams taken and scores of 3 or higher on 4 or more AP exams taken. We had 6 students receive AP Scholar with Distinction Awards. This is granted to students who averaged 3.5 on all AP exams taken and scores of 3 or higher on 5 or more AP exams taken. The medals that students are wearing today are for students who are receiving an academic honors diploma or technical honors diploma. This is 43% of the class of 2025. Would those 114 honors diploma recipients please stand and be recognized? Thank you. The cords that students are wearing today identify the members of the National Honor Society, the Latin Honor Society, the National Arts Honor Society, the National Technical Honor Society, JAG, Bring Change to Mind, Students Against Disruptive Decisions, Ivy Tech, the Student Council Award, Blue River, and FFA Honors. Would these Honor Society students please stand and be recognized? Next, I would like to honor the students who finished in the top 10 for the class of 2025. As I call these 10 names, please stand and remain standing until all names have been read. Number 10, Hattie Laycock. Tied for number 8, Kylie Stater and Darcy Willis. Number 7, Elias Slavin. Number 6, Charles Graham. Number 5, Talia Edwards. Number 4, Abigail Bradford. Number 3, Addison Hartman. Number 2, Whitney Dellinger. And number 1, Emily Higgins. to these outstanding students. I would now like to welcome the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Matt Vance, to the podium.
On behalf of Shelbyville Central Schools, we will now honor our 50-year graduates. Seated to the back of this year's graduates are members of the class of 1975. They returned here today to take part in this commencement exercise with our current graduates. To the class of 1975, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations to the class of 1975, and thank you for being here today and celebrating with us. Thank you.
At this time, I present the Salutatorian for the class of 2025, Whitney Dellinger. Whitney is the child of Brian and Bettina Dellinger. She plans to attend Purdue University, majoring in exploratory studies.
Good evening, everyone. I'm truly honored to be standing here today as the Salutatorian of the class of 2025. Before I begin, I want to take a moment to thank our teachers, coaches, parents, family members, and friends for being here today. Your support, encouragement, and patience have helped us reach this moment, and we couldn't have done it without you. Now, class of 2025, we made it. As I sat down to reflect on everything I wanted to say, I kept coming back to a simple but powerful quote from someone whose words shaped many of our childhoods, Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. At first glance, it seems simple, just like any other rhyme you would find in a children's book. But when you think about it, you realize how much truth is packed into those 3 short sentences. Today marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. For so long, school has shaped our routines, dictating where we go, what we do, and how we spend our time. We have spent years building the foundation of who we are, often without even realizing it. Now, we stand at a crossroads with our future unwritten before us. And what Dr. Seuss reminds us is this: we are the ones holding the pen. We have the brains, the knowledge, the skills, and the lessons we've learned along the way. We have the feet, the ability to move forward, to take action, to choose a path. And perhaps most importantly, we have the freedom to decide where we want to go. As we leave here today, that's exactly what we get to do: choose. Choose who we want to become, choose what we want to stand for, choose how we want to leave our mark on the world. Some of us will go off to college, some will jump straight to the workforce, some might travel, serve, or explore passions we haven't yet discovered. Our paths will look different, but no matter what, the power to choose our direction belongs to each of us. And it won't always be easy. There will be days when the path forward feels unclear, or when we second guess the direction we're heading. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments when we feel stuck. But in those moments, remember this: you still have brains in your head and feet in your shoes. You are still capable of steering yourself towards something new. Dr. Seuss also reminds us in another quote: when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew, just go right along and you'll start happening too. In other words, trust yourself. Trust the work you put in. Trust that the challenges you face are shaping you into the person you are meant to become. And let's not forget how we got here. Behind each of us are teachers who believed in us, families who lifted us up, and friends who made the journey worthwhile. The pep talks, extra help after school, car rides home after tough losses, and encouragement to try again after setbacks were the small but meaningful moments that built us. Carrying those moments with us, we now get to look ahead and ask ourselves the bigger questions. Who do I want to be remembered as? What dreams am I ready to chase? Where do I want my feet to take me next? The truth is, we don't have to know all the answers right now. It's okay not to have it all figured out. Life isn't a race to the finish line. It's a journey full of twists, turns, detours, and surprises. What matters is that we keep moving forward with purpose, with curiosity, and with kindness. That we stay true to who we are, even when it would be easier to blend in. That we use the brains we've been given, not just to to brighten the world around us. That we use our feet not just to move forward, but to walk with intention even when the path is hard. And let's never forget that every step we take has the power to make a difference. And when in doubt, remember this final Dr. Seuss wisdom. You're off to great places, today is your day, your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Class of 2025, our mountains are waiting. Some may seem small at first, a new class, a first job, a fresh start in a new city. Some may seem towering, chasing a big dream, making a difference, changing the world in ways we can't yet imagine. Whatever mountain lies ahead, climb it with confidence, determination, and courage. Take risks, dream big, live bold. Be proud of where you come from, but even more proud of where you're going. Congratulations, class of 2025. I can't wait to see the places you'll go. Thank you.
We will now hear from the senior choir, who will sing Turning the Page, led by Director Joel Kincaid.
She plans to attend Butler University to study health sciences.
Good evening. When I was in elementary school, all I wanted was to grow up, to be a teenager, to be in middle school. Then, when I was in middle school, naturally, I couldn't wait to grow up and be in high school. Freshman and sophomore year, I couldn't wait to get my driver's license and feel so grown up driving my own car. But for the last 2 years, this is the moment I couldn't wait for. 18 years old, graduating, getting ready to leave home, go to college, meet new people, and begin the rest of my life. I'm sure many of you here today can relate to this experience of wanting to grow up too quickly. But now that we are actually here, sitting in alphabetical order, about to receive our diplomas, I find myself reflecting on the experiences that brought us here. The years we spent waiting for this moment, from playing Foursquare at recess to turning our tassels. But in all of this waiting and wishing for the next big thing, we can forget the reason we are here. Because education is power. Power over our lives, our futures, and our minds. We are all going to go our separate ways after this, but just know that education is not only sitting in a classroom and listening to someone tell you the things you are supposed to know. Instead, education is found in every experience in our lives, and the ability to learn is the ability to succeed. I want to briefly thank our teachers who all taught us something, even if it wasn't quite what they set out to teach. While we all learned how to write an essay and to graph a line, over the last 4 years, we've also learned how to learn, how to study, when to speak up for ourselves, and some of us at least, when to be quiet. In so many ways, the teachers who have been steadfast influences in our lives have prepared us to go on from this moment, and each of our individual experiences have prepared us for our own futures. As we leave this building, know that it is not our similarities but our differences that define us. We each have the ability to influence our own lives and futures in our own ways. While of course I would love to tell you all to only take the best opportunities and always give your all in each of your endeavors and never give up when things are hard, I know I cannot just stand up here and try to tell you what to do. So instead I'm going to tell you the one thing I hope you all can take away from today. That there is always someone who believes in you. It is easy to feel alone and it is easy to give up, and often the largest hindrance to trying something new is not believing in yourself. I encourage you all to know that others believe in you, and in turn find the way to believing in yourself. It is only through this belief that we can see real development and growth. We often see ourselves trapped in a cycle, a routine, or something created by someone else that we feel we can't escape. But as we move on to the rest of our lives, know that you define your life and your identity. The only way we can enact the changes we want to see is by doing something about it. It takes a lot of people to do more, to create more, but it only takes one person to follow their own path, to step away from the norm, and to create change for the better. I hope you all leave here knowing that you are more than your circumstances and you are more than what other people tell you you are. We all have a unique set of life experiences and opportunities, but we all also have unparalleled potential and the capabilities to achieve that potential. As you start this next chapter of your life, you will undoubtedly make mistakes, say the wrong thing, do something you regret, or regret doing nothing. You will probably find yourself upset with others or making others upset with you. But I trust that you will all also go out and speak up for yourself, fix your mistakes, prepare for the future, change your lives, change the lives of others. And yes, I do believe that we can all go out and change the world in some way, small or large. You don't need to be perfect and you are allowed to fail, but giving up doesn't create success. Giving up hinders your potential. Facing challenges, while difficult, allows you to overcome obstacles. As you continue to do the hard thing, you further your education that you have worked so hard to find. The education that has brought you here today and the education that will carry you out those doors and into the real world. Now, those of you that know me should have known this was coming. Who would I be if I didn't leave you all with a quote from Taylor Swift? As she said to the NYU graduating class of 2023, the really scary news is you're on your own now. But the really cool news, you're on your own now. So remember that this is not the end, but the beginning you have been preparing for the last 18 years. You define your future because you are the future. And the future starts right now. Never stop learning. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2025. This year, the senior solo will be sung by Ava Sims. She will be singing Whenever You Remember.
Shelbyville High School, I certify that the members of the class of 2025 have fulfilled the requirements for graduation as authorized by the Indiana Department of Education and the Shelbyville Central School Board. Therefore, it is my recommendation that these students be granted diplomas. Mr. Turner, it is my pleasure to present to you the Shelbyville High School class of 2025.
Dr. Rance, Ms. Dawson, members of the faculty, parents, students, and friends. On behalf of Shelbyville Central Schools Board of Education, I congratulate the students on the attainment of this educational goal. By the authority vested in me by the state of Indiana and the Shelbyville Central Schools, I grant these diplomas, which are evidence of your graduation.
Jonah Answell, Braden Schultz, Mia Rowland, and Kylie Stater, all members of the Student Leadership Council, will be reading the names of graduates tonight. I will now begin calling graduates to the stage. Kylie Sue Stater. Jonah Robert Answell. Abigail Rowland. Braden James Robert Schultz.
Emery Leanne Higgins. Whitney Sue Dellinger. Blake Thomas Hughes. Yuhan Ruan. Karina Calderon. Wesley Ray Beatty. Michael Anthony Creech. Anthony de Jesus Aguilar.
Yanni Marie Burgos Guerrero. Andrew Tanner Burton. Karina Napi Caballero Santiago. Vincent Giovanni Camarucci. Lainey Castanon. Liliana Renee Castanon. Wendy Castro. Ernesto Alejandro Castro Alfaro. Jorge Arnolfo Castro Alfaro. Miguel Angel Casares Barragán. Muhi Chen. Nicholas Ethan Chalmers. Ethan Tyler Coffey. Lillian Faith Connors. Jackson Taylor Conway. Anaya Lene Cook. Isabella Kashmir Coon. Isaiah Morton Cobb. Hillary Jaslyn Cordova Navarro. Jasmine Alexandra Portland.
Uber Rodolfo Corona. Mariah Grace Cox. Yuriana Itzel Cruz Hernandez. Magali Cuenca Tellez. James Martin Glenn Bowry. Emily Grace Dalton. Brian De La Cruz Torres. Corbin Lee Deck. Caleb Michael Decker. Tara Lee Decker. Ariana Valeria Telvigio. Amelia Dang. Mason Wayne Denton. Kincaid Alexis Lee Dorsey. Jamin Andrew Lees. Julian Anthony Eves. Talia Graham Edwards. Elijah Ray Espinosa. Dorian Brizio Estrada Velez. Marlene Eden Baker.
Ethan Michael Pearson. Alexandra Junior Figueroa. Gavin Levi Fisher. Kevin Hunter Fritz.
Parker. Dylan Lee Harper. Jaden David Harper. Addison Cade Hartman. Adriana Nicole Hawk. Dylan Michael Hawkins. Brad Lee Thomas Nagy. Aiden Blaine Helper Vasquez. Haley Denise Hill. Malia Riley Hinojosa. Jackson Stewart Huseman. Jake Wallace Huffman. Jasmine Elise Humphrey. Seth Carlos Jeffries. Destiny Faye Johnson. Dylan James Johnson. Jasmine Justine Johnson. Olivia Grace Johnson. Dalton Christopher Jones.
Simon Matthew Jones. Hiram Giovanni Julian. Morgan Michaela Justice. Colby Elise Kim Welton. Madeline May Kennedy. Chloe Michelle Kuhn. Callie Jolie Laycock. Axel Omar Leon Cruz. Haley Gray Lewis. Aiden Efrain Garcia Clark. Diana Lear. Braylon Lisby. Ellie Marie Wong. Diana Celeste Lopez Cruz. Freddie Lopez Santiago. Christian Luciano Milano. Adrian Rogelio Luna. Brandon Martinez Hernandez. Anai Martinez Tellez. Rebecca Matunraya Martinez Thomas. Jose Miguel Lamea Camalero. Aiden Christopher Merriman. Ryder Glenn Westbrook. Leah Sue Meyer. Debbie Ann Miller. Noe Miramontes. Edwin Gutiel Moreno Porteo. Marley Ashton Morris. Jonathan Edward Lee Morris. Avery Scott Moran. Norma Zoe Elizabeth Myers. Nicholas Aiden Newell. Fatima Naboa. Eileen Guadalupe Nunez Garcia. Tyler Andrew Ogden.
Betsy Melissa Olvera Isidro. Leslie Vanessa Ornelas Huertas. Benjamin Judson Otto. Kenneth Austin Owens. Logan Ross Page. Gabriella Nicole Pagel. Cole Scott Parker. Krishna Patel. Alexander Scott Payton. Tegan Charles Pello. Shelby Ann Peters. Christian Stewart Perez. Zachary Lane Petty. Colin Andrew Petty. Saber Phoenix Thierry Felipe. Brandon Grant Phillips. Cameron Allen Pickett. Braden John Pierce. Elijah Campbell Pearson. Kylia Ann Janae Pike.
Kennedy Marie Pyle. Grant Andrew Clue. Quinton Patrick Puckett. Lane David Pogue. Taylor Blaze Pogue. Christian Damian Powell. Daisy Ramirez Garcia. Adrian Ramoston Juan. Kennedy Danielle Brady. Abiel Uziel Reyes Lopez. Naomi Ricardo Gonzalez.
Adriana Grace Shearer. Colton Allen Sherwood. Memphis Nico Rain Strong. Sheree Lynn Simmons. Ava Marie Simmons. Sophia Ariana Sykes. Rhea Christine Sizemore. Elias Ray Slater. Emma Grace Slater. Jacob Brown Slusser. Addison Smothers. Daisy Sosa. Tate Edward Michael Sosby. Kaylee Marie Stewart. Madison Leanne Stewart. Natalie Grace Stipples. Addison Michelle Steinberg. J.B. Robert Stiers. Jacob Thomas Stokes. Addison Joe Stout. Jet Douglas Suter. Caden Michael Lane Sullivan. Jacob Zane Swanson. Kira Isabel Swayze. Diani Tello Hernandez. Morgan K. Thompson. Connor Scott Tinley. Allie Jane Tingle. Wen Chang. Jason Daniel Edward Travisett. Elena Elizabeth Trotter. Wyatt Preston Tucker. Anna Marie Lee Turner. Ashlyn Reese Turner. Keegan Morris Turner. Nathaniel Turner Tweed.
Mason Grant Upton. Giselle Vargas Garcia. Ashley Bergen Ariana. Allie Lynn Lee. Sean Matthew Wainsdell. Aaliyah Craig Wallace. Haley Sherilyn Sybil Marie West. Raven Matthew Baldwin. Aaliyah Marie White. Jacob Andrews Winston. Abigail Lynn Wilker. Darcy Jean Willis. Brooklyn Marie Lincoln. Brock Russell Wishmeyer. Dakota Levi Woodruff. Alexis Nicole Moore.
Timothy Robert Crafton. Robert Lewis Johnson III. Avery Elizabeth Farley. Damon Evan Hodges. Ivan Charles Shackle.
Michael Creech, Student Leadership Council member, will now come forward and lead the graduates in the ceremonial turning of the tassel. We thank you for remaining seated until the last graduate today has exited the gym.
Graduates, please rise. It is my privilege to present the Shelbyville High School class of 2025.